On this episode of Out of the Box Gaming, we need to have a talk. Why are in-game chats so bad? Can't we make things better? Join us as we chat about chats. So power up your favorite console, press play, and enjoy gaming with us.
What's up, gamers? Welcome to Out of the Box Gaming. I'm your host, Nick McCarr, and I'm joined by the chatterbox himself, Will Kinsey.
I feel like that.
I don't know how accurate that one is.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just trying to think of something, and that one came to my mind this morning. I'm like, oh, yes, we'll do that. If you are joining us for the first time or for the 45th time, we would like to welcome you. We are a gaming podcast where we talk about all types of games, video games, board games, card games, etc. Sometimes we'll have a special guest on here where we learn about their story and their journey into gaming. And you may ask yourself, why are you going to talk about all this? Well, it's because we want to, and we think we have something to say that you may want to hear.
That's right, everyone. We want to share our love of games with you and, possibly introduce you to something new.
If you would like to catch us live, you can do that by going over to twitch.tv/AceKingKing on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. We are also joined this morning by our wonderful producer, Lindsay.
Hi.
Hey, Lindsay.
Hi.
Hello.
How's your morning going?
I woke up not long ago, so can't complain.
I mean, waking up is a good way to start the day, right?
Well, it's the only way. Okay.
Also, guys, be sure to check out our Discord. We want to hear from you, so feel free to drop topic ideas and discussion questions that you'd love to hear us talk about. Obviously, this can be done by going on over to our Discord, going to that text channel for topic ideas and discussion questions, and typing away.
Yeah. And I believe Lindsay is ready with the trivia question for this episode.
Yep, right here.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
So
no.
what?
You looking at the answer, Nick?
No.
Okay.
Chuck E. Cheese.
No. You can't just keep guessing
Janitor.
old answers. No.
Donkey Kong.
No. Oh, no. Don't delete the photo. Okay.
Donkey Kong and Jimmy Neutron have the same haircut.
Wait. What? Hold on. Donkey Kong.
Derailed.
What?
Versus Jimmy Neutron. Oh my gosh.
My life has been changed in ways that I was not expecting.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Trivia question.
And now I'm just seeing images where they take Jimmy Neutron's body and they have Donkey Kong's head on top, or Donkey Kong's body and they have Jimmy Neutron's head.
I mean, they're interchangeable, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's one that's morphed. That one's kind of creepy.
That's terrifying. Well, that was brand new information. Moving on to our trivia question. What was the name of the last game released as a physical cartridge for the Super Nintendo?
What was the last game?
The name of the last game released as a physical cartridge for the Super Nintendo. This was around January 2000.
I'm not going to have a dang clue.
Remember, my goal now is to also stump Will.
It's easy to stump me, but dang, yo. 2000?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Okay.
That's a phenomenal question that you have for us today, Lindsay. I have very little idea. If you guys at home want to think about that question, we're going to come back to it at the end of the episode. We'll give our answers, and then we'll hear the correct answer.
Yes. All right. Let's chat, everyone.
Woo.
No, it's nothing serious. We're just going to be talking about game chat versus, the console, chat rooms and and Discord, because we have options when it comes to online gaming and being able to talk to your teammates.
I mean, yeah, whenever we sit down and play a game with someone, they're like, okay, so where
Where
are we
we-
going to chat?
Yeah, it's like, are we going to do Discord? Are we going to do PlayStation chat? Are we going to do game chat? Well, I'm here to tell you that out of all these options, I don't want to use game chat. I
That's fair.
like, okay. A big pro with the whole game chat thing is that if you're on different platforms, obviously you can't just go into, like, if one's on PlayStation, one's on Xbox, and one's on PC, you can't just go into like the PlayStation chat or the Xbox chat or whatever PC would use at that time. So that's where game chat comes in. But game chat sucks.
I just don't understand why it sucks so badly.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Why? And maybe I just haven't played the game with the perfect game chat. Games I've played, the game chat sucks. Why is that?
Yeah. So examples for us that we've experienced some game chats like more recently. I know we've done it in Fortnite, and it sucks. Also, I'm just going to say this real quick. I don't know what Fortnite's deal is with their vehicles sounding so gosh darn loud, but whenever you're in like any type of chat and you get in a vehicle, I can't hear my teammates at all. So I mean that's just an audio issue, with them. But another one that I've experienced is Apex. Mm-hmm. It's not as bad, but I swear anytime that I have that I've played and we play with someone that's on Xbox console and we're in the game chat, I can't hear the Xbox player. I can hear Lindsay. She'll play. She plays Apex on PlayStation, and I play it on my PC. I can hear her fine. She's louder than usual, but anybody that we've played that they're playing on Xbox, I can't hear them at all.
I don't know when, because I've got something in my brain that I know will make it better, but I don't know when you wanted to discuss what would improve it.
Maybe after we complain.
Okay, yeah. Let's complain first.
So I know, like, whenever we played with Paradise, like we had him on the podcast a few weeks ago. We played with him. He was on Xbox. I couldn't hear anything he said. And
okay, that's an understatement. Or you're over exaggerating.
I could hear him, but he was super duper quiet, where if any time I was like moving around and like opening things or whatever, or if they were shooting, I wouldn't be able to hear what he was saying really.
Now is not the time to over exaggerate.
Okay.
You could hear him just very quiet.
Yeah, very quietly. So game chat sucks. And if you want to go back, and I saw a TikTok the other day, and I showed Lindsay, I was like, now this is true on how lobbies were back in the day for like the old Call of Duty games. Now you know how you would go in the lobby and it just puts you in the like lobby chat or whatever. It was basically game chat for the game. And you would just hear everyone
yelling.
And at that point, I don't even know if that was like the person's mic issue or they just made like game chat volume like super loud.
I mean, I'm sure mic quality was worse than.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of times it was mic quality, people like wanting to be as loud as possible. One of the most annoying things about the old school like lobby game chats was, yeah, you had all the people yelling. And so there was like the selective muting, so people would like mute all these other people and they'd be like yelling back and forth between these two people. So you'd have these guys yelling at each other, but they didn't realize that these guys were yelling at each other, these guys were yelling at each other. And then you had the 5 radio DJs or aspiring radio DJs who were all playing different music the whole time. That was terrible because their microphone was terrible.
Yeah.
Like,
and then you got the person that has their mic in their mouth.
Yes.
or
Yeah.
up their nose.
Or fan
Yeah.
is blowing directly on it.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
like whenever I would go in those like old lobbies, I just muted all. I didn't want to hear any of them.
Plus, you didn't want to talk to them anyway.
No, I didn't want to talk to them. But yeah, like so that's most of the problems that I've had with game chat. Well, I know I just kind of talked a lot of my problems with it. What like have you experienced problems with game chat? Have you used game chat a lot?
I mean, yeah, we like I said with the old game chat back in the day, that was just a mess. But more recently, again, I'm not a huge fan of using game chats. Usually, the input and output settings are not as uh, you don't have as many options as
Yeah.
you'd like. I know that for some reason, at least Fortnite, I know makes your microphone more sensitive
Mm-hmm.
than on Discord or some other apps, and you can't adjust that. Um, so I have been heard like noshing on nachos or whatever when I'm playing Fortnite, but never when I'm playing anything else. Only when I'm playing Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so weird things like that where you just can't adjust your sensitivity, your volume, and things like that, and only other people can adjust your volume that they hear you at, or they hear,
Yeah.
everyone at. It's annoying. If they made in-game chats a little bit better, possibly, and I know there are some games that have multiple like voice channels that you can talk on and things like that. And there are several online multiplayer games that have done really well. A lot of them are not actually big name games. Like I know, what is it? Squad has a lot of really good, uh, basically like team speak options. You've got different like channels to talk to different people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, for the most part, game chat is really lacking. Um, that's why I always stick to Discord.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like back in the day, we didn't have these options. I mean, I guess we still. I mean, well, I don't even know how old TeamSpeak is, or there was another one that I know some of my friends used, but it
Yeah,
just
I
seemed
never
like.
used any of those, unfortunately. I
But
feel like I missed out.
yeah, I mean, I think, I mean, game chat probably was more common back then, but now we just have many options. And I know game chat, like you were saying, the biggest thing for me that would just help with it is just for me to be able to what.
You're not just about to steal what I was going to say
I
earlier.
have no idea what
are
you were going to say.
I didn't think you're about to steal it.
I have no idea what you were going to say. Go on. You can say it.
Well, first of all, before I say that, I know with Fortnite specifically, for the longest time, in-game chat would cut out loading screens, but only for PlayStation 5. They fixed that. But Apex still does that, right? When you
Yes.
load and you're in game chat, you can't hear what anybody else is saying, which I don't understand. But what would fix game chat would be, well, other than being able to talk over loading screens, is the ability to adjust individual people's volume.
That was what I was going to say. She stole it from me.
Like Discord, you're in a group, you can turn one person up, you can turn one person down, you can adjust it to what works for you. Game chats aren't like that. In-game chats aren't like that.
Yeah.
So if it lets you adjust at all, it's letting you adjust everybody together. You can't pick individual people to adjust. And I know we have a friend that says, unless I can adjust individual people, I'm not using that chat. Which I get, like, some people are naturally louder. Some people are naturally more quiet. It
Yeah.
depends on the microphone, the environment. And like I may be loud to Nick, but not to someone else, so I can't necessarily fix that for both of them. Like you need to be able to adjust per person.
Yeah.
It's okay, Lindsay. You're always loud.
I mean, what can I say?
But yeah, that was going to be the same thing that I was going to say, because I know there's several times like with like Discord, people would pop in, like if we get in like some kind of voice chat, and we'll say there's like 6 other people in there. A few people, they may not be loud enough. I have to turn them up, and then some people, they could be just loud, like really loud, and I have to adjust them down. In game chat, you can't do that, which really sucks, because it's like you got to pick your battle. Who do you want to be able to hear more? Because like I could turn down the volume on my headset, just a little bit, where I don't hear that person that's loud, just so my ears don't bleed. But then I'll risk not being able to hear the other person if they're quieter. So it's very unfortunate, and that's why us having options is good, because most of the time we're not going to use game chat.
Yep.
We will use.
Now, I will say the reason why we used it in the past was me.
Yes.
Because I don't have PlayStation set up right next to a desktop, because I do play a lot of games on PlayStation. But I figured out a system.
Yeah. Most of the time we would just use the console chat. Even though the console chat could be, improved. But it was the better option over game chat. And I mean, for us, that would just mean that we're just going to be talking to the people that like we're friends with, that we're playing with, and not the random people that would be on our team, which is fine a lot of the times. I know with some people, they'll go into, the whole competitive thing, like, no, you need to be able to talk to everyone in competitive. It's like, look, I'm not going to do that, because there's probably going to be someone that is just too sweaty, and they're just going to be getting mad, and I don't want to hear that. Like, I don't need that negativity. So
I don't think I have ever played a game like Overwatch where I am in game chat. I've never used Overwatch game chat, actually, and talked to people I don't know.
Yeah, I've done it once.
That's just not my thing. I don't like meeting new people. Honestly, I don't make friends well. I don't want to talk to someone who I don't know what's going to come out of their mouth. When I play with people I know what to expect. I don't need someone calling me trash when I know I'm trash. But I feel like when we play Overwatch, it's normally at least four of us that are playing.
Yeah.
That's the majority of the team. I don't feel as bad about not communicating with the other two.
Yeah.
Because there's at least 4 of us that are communicating.
Yeah.
And I mean, they have ping systems built in. You can
Overwatch
voice
doesn't have
lines.
a ping
Well,
system. I mean,
they have voice lines.
A lot of times, like if you don't communicate with the people on your team, I mean, one, they'll probably get mad and they'll get upset, and they'll just always blame someone else, never themselves. They never blame themselves. But the thing is, like, that comes down to where people just need to have some game sense. It's like, I know, like, they could tell me, it's like, hey, they're coming this way, but if you have game sense, you probably want to know, like, which way they're going to be coming from or whatnot, so. But yeah.
But then you threw a wrench in our PlayStation chat when you started playing Apex on the computer.
I mean, I still could do PlayStation chat, and I could do Discord. I mean, it's still easy for me to do both. I can turn on the PlayStation and I can hop in that, and I'll be able to hear it and be able to communicate to them and hear everything.
Now, I have no clue what Xbox chat is like.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Days. I don't know how easy it is to use. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I'd assume it's similar to PlayStation's chat.
Yeah.
But really, what would just be best is if they would take Discord and put it on the fracking consoles. That'd be the most ideal thing. Because it seems like everyone nowadays uses Discord. It's huge. It's a great, like communication option that people use. I don't even think people really use like the old gaming chat softwares like TeamSpeak or some of the other ones.
Well, and Discord is more than just gaming. We actually saw a Discord commercial the other day.
Yeah.
Like on TV. Well, it wasn't on cable.
It was on Hulu, one of those ads.
But I was like, oh, I never seen a Discord commercial before.
Yeah.
And I mean, and they were, going beyond just gaming in their advertising.
What? Telegram, TeamSpeak, Slack, Overtone, Skype, Steam Chat.
Why is Skype on that list?
I don't know. I'm just looking for. There was different alternatives to Discord. TeamSpeak, yeah, TeamSpeak was like one of the big ones of growing up. But the thing is like there's just so much to do in Discord that a lot of things use Discord now. So it's like, why wouldn't you use Discord? I think that was the other one. Ventrilo, Vent. That's what people would say. It's just Vent. That was the other one back in the day that I think friends use. But no, it's like just use Discord. It's so easy. I don't see why they just can't integrate that in the console. Like, look, we know you have your game chat, and we know you're probably proud of it, and you made it. But if you add Discord, we're going to be using that, and because it just gives us so many more options in Discord to use.
I mean, I know why they're not going to integrate it.
Because it's not theirs. And
because PlayStation and Xbox chat wouldn't be getting used anymore.
Exactly.
Or, I mean, I'm sure it would, but not as much.
I mean, I'm sure they probably could find a way to actually have Discord integrated on the system, but they would have to have an agreement where, like, Sony still could do certain things with it being on there. Same thing with Microsoft. So.
Yeah, I just find it frustrating that like they have crossplay.
Mm-hmm.
So me, who's primarily a PC gamer, I can play games with people on Xbox or PlayStation, but unless they have a setup like you where your PlayStation is right next to your computer, I can't really have an effective way of communicating with them outside of in-game chat, which, as we've already discussed, is quite often Garbo.
Yes.
And I know a few times we have talked about playing things, and you guys have been in like PlayStation chat. And I'm like, well, my computer's here. My roommate's PlayStation's out in the living room. That ain't working.
Yeah.
So like it is limiting because they really pushed in that like crossplay, and crossplay is wonderful. Mm-hmm. But if I can't talk to my friends who I'm cross-playing with, which is the only reason that I want to cross-play,
yeah,
what's the point? Like they really missed a huge like target there of they can play with each other, but they can't talk to each other other than like typing something out or whatever.
Yeah. Now that is an option. Someone in chat said if you do put them on consoles, make it a paid app. So much money a year. That might be a way to get Sony money and Discord money, or Xbox money and Discord money.
But Discord's already free.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Sony is not going to let them come on PlayStation without something.
That's why I was saying that they may just have to come with some agreements where what Sony does with their like chat system or whatever, that like if they integrate Discord on the console, that they would have to do some like coding to make some changes where it meets something that Sony would want. It's mostly still would be Discord, and you still be able to do like everything you can do on Discord. There just might be some things that Sony would want that you have to implement. So
Yeah, like have like a game overlay and stuff like that because you're primarily like I understand like some of that aspect of yeah, you would definitely want to retool it and maybe charge an amount. I don't know if I would charge like a yearly subscription for that. Um,
I mean, it
but that
doesn't
would be a
have to be.
selling point. If
yeah,
Sony was like, "Hey, buy this PlayStation 5, it comes preloaded with Discord, a special new like Sony PlayStation Discord with a game overlay and everything." That's a selling point.
yeah,
They don't need to like that's awesome. Like charge an extra $10 on just the PlayStation. We won't notice, we won't care. We'll be glad that there's Discord on it. Like, come
Hmm.
on. And they'll make money.
yeah.
It's not like, yeah, charge just straight up charge the customer a subscription every year. Like, yeah, it's a selling point, but you don't need to abuse
Or
it. That makes sense.
or add it in on the PlayStation Plus subscription. Maybe it comes out of there. Maybe it's $5 more a year. Because in order to play games with other people anyway, you need PlayStation Plus on most games.
Hmm.
On most games.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I could see that, definitely. I mean, why not? But if it was, like you have to pay strictly $5 or $10 or whatever a year to be able to use Discord
Hmm.
on something other than a PC, there's a problem.
Yeah. And the thing is, most people, that have smartphones, and Discord is an app that you can put on the phone. You can easily just, I mean, a lot of people will have like the wireless headphones. They can just put that in their ear and put like a headset over it. I think that's what you do, right?
yeah, no. I tried that,
No.
but then they were picking up what was coming out of my headset.
Oh,
So
okay.
I had to do something different.
Yeah.
And easily don't say easily unless you've actually done it. It's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, but what if some people out there they could that done it and they say easily?
What I have to do is I have to put my laptop next to me, which is a little bit easier now that I have a good one. Which, by the way, I'm still waiting on Discord game overlay on Mac. It doesn't exist. It's not a thing for Discord on Mac. Um, but then I have my headset plugged into my computer. Then I have my old Apple headphones plugged into my controller, and one of those in for game sound, and then my headset is my Discord.
I mean,
I like it.
I
It
know
works, but it
there's
hurts my ears.
I know there's another person that we play games with, and he'll play games on PlayStation, but he'll get into the Discord and talk to us whenever he plays games. So I'm sure that he has something similar. So I mean, and like I said, like since most people have like smartphones, Discord's an app. You can go on there and join the Discord channel that way. So even though we like people would have the option to like use the PlayStation or Xbox chat or whatever, people still, I feel like, will find a way to go and use Discord instead. And I don't know if that's something that Sony or Microsoft sees and are like, maybe we should just add Discord to the console. It would be really nice. That way
I
we don't
mean,
have all these different places to go.
clearly Microsoft saw some value in that idea.
Hmm.
They didn't value it high enough,
Oh
clearly,
no.
but they saw some value there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um.
But
Oh,
yeah,
what was I gonna
implement
say?
something without buying it.
Yeah.
Microsoft.
I mean, we can come to agreements about things, and that's what contracts are for, and, you know, without having to buy something off of someone else.
Yeah. Yeah. So
But Microsoft's all about the money, so. That's my
I
opinion.
mean, like we said, mostly we just think that just put Discord on the consoles. We don't need game chat. Just put Discord on.
Or if you insist, make game chat better. There are ways to make game chat better.
Yes.
Make it to where I can adjust Nick's volume and Will's volume independently, because one might be quieter, one might be louder. Maybe I just don't like Nick that day and I don't want to hear him as much. I don't know. But there are ways to fix in-game chat if you put effort towards it.
Yeah.
And I think people would use it more.
Yeah. I mean, because it's much more convenient over the other options.
Yeah, it is, especially for me, who does that, where I have to set up a table to put my computer on and get another pair of headphones. Like, if you fix it to where I can adjust people individually, to where you can talk throughout whatever loading screen happens, you're good to go.
Yeah.
And then maybe
don't make the mics so sensitive.
Well, I was gonna say, let us adjust more. Give us more freedom to adjust the mics and what we hear, and we're good.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, I haven't used it much. You might have though, Nick. The League of Legends in-game chat. Have you used it much?
No, I think the thing that I don't like about it is it automatically throws you in on it. Like every time
I turned the setting and
I haven't gone
made
in to
it.
do the setting, but like anytime
Okay.
like we're in Discord and if we're playing it, and I know like if I press tab to look at the stats or whatever, I see at the bottom that it automatically throws me in the game chat, and I'm like, why? And I disconnect. And I think there was one time I did set it where don't automatically put me in it, but then it changed it back. I guess when the newest season started or something. I don't know. But
Yeah, some of those things get reset on some of the updates. It's weird.
But like I think one time I
Um,
was accidentally in it when we were playing with some of our friends, or I was playing with some of our friends, and we were in Discord, and then someone was like, "I'm hearing you twice." And I'm like, "Why?" Because I forgot they, put that in there.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that specific game chat does allow you to change the volume of individual people. Like it's got
yeah,
all the people in the chat listed out with little volume knobs. Now
yeah,
that is
and you have a volume
better.
knob for yourself. So I guess where you
Yeah,
can adjust your own volume. I don't know if it's for the mic or just your volume of what you're hearing from the other people
I think it's
over games.
your volume.
Okay.
Yeah,
See,
your output
it's
volume.
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Possible. And like I said, I've used Fortnite game chat and Apex game chat. I have not used Overwatch game chat, so I don't know how that is. But at the same time, Overwatch isn't crossplay, and
Yeah.
so the volume level of people might actually be more balanced because they're all on the same console. I don't know if that would change anything. I've never used Warzone, never played well, I did briefly, but I don't know how other game chats compare, but the ones I have experience with could be
Maybe
improved.
it would be. I mean, I don't know how that would work, but like with the games that are not crossplay, like with Overwatch, if you
They could throw you in a temporary
yeah,
game chat or
well,
a
and
PlayStation
yeah, that's
chat.
what I was saying. Like if you join up on there, is like give you the option to pop up is like, do you want to join this party chat with them? Give that option, and it throws you into that console chat instead of the game chat.
But I would want it because the way PlayStation changed how their their console chats are. You've got whatever chat you've ever been in is listed out. Like I would
Yeah,
want that to be a temporary thing to where
that
it
deletes
doesn't
itself.
yeah, that it deletes itself afterwards because I don't want to have all those parties listed out.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I mean, like game chat is the most convenient thing, um, out of all of them. It just sucks the most.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe they just don't care to fix it because, like, I mean, the whole like adjusting volume thing, like, that would be awesome to do, but there's just times where there's just the sound quality that they have in there or whatever is just terrible. And I
Mhm.
can tell like a big difference. Like I know there's been times where I would get into some like a game and I can hear my friend like through the game chat because we haven't set up like a party chat on the console yet, and I would hear them talk, and then as soon as we get into like the party chat, it's like, wow, you're much more clear. Like I
Mhm.
can hear you a lot better. I don't hear like just
Yeah.
how terrible that
Gotta
quality
improve
is.
the quality of them
So
as well. Especially for Fortnite. Fortnite's one of the worst
yeah,
quality game chats.
yeah,
Now I do know Apex used to be really bad in terms of their game chat. But I obviously haven't played it recently, so I don't know how good it is now. But whenever I would play solo and have like random teammates, it was always hit or miss whether it'd be like really decent microphone or just like staticky
Mm-hmm.
robot
yeah,
terribleness.
Yeah.
And it
hmm
wasn't like the person's like character was, doing this number. Like they were playing well. It's just the audio was messed up.
yeah.
Mm. Yep.
Well, I mean, I think that's all I have to say about game chats.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sweet. All right, well, we're going to move on to our nostalgia game of the week. This is where we spin a wheel that has a bunch of, those older games that give us that nostalgia feel. Whatever it lands on, we'll talk about briefly. If you have any suggestions that you want us to put on the wheel, please go to the Discord, go to the podcast section where there is the nostalgic game wheel suggestions and that text channel, and just, put them there.
Do 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 do. That's my
And
wheel
this
spinning
week
sound.
is Tak and the Power of Juju. I think I said that right. I think this was a submission by someone in the Discord. Um, I have never played the game.
I played it briefly when I was a youngin. Um,
I want to have to look up, some stuff about it, images or whatever. So it was
Ah.
on PlayStation 2. It was Nickelodeon.
I didn't know that.
That was
That's
that
funny.
was a Nickelodeon show.
Ooh, I gotta sneeze.
What?
That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it was a Nickelodeon show. It had 26 episodes. Wow. Okay, I guess it only like one season. But yeah,
I
that's cool.
never heard of the show.
I've never heard of the show.
I never heard of the game.
Um,
But chat used to love the show. I just never.
let's see. What were the platforms game came on? Single player game, GameCube, PlayStation 2, Game Boy Advance. Um, it's a action adventure platforming video game developed blah blah blah. Okay, came out in 03. Okay, yeah. I mean, I've never seen it, but I mean, I can kind of see the style of it. It kind of
Yeah,
looks
it
like
It's a
was.
very much PlayStation 2 game.
yeah, it kind of looks like
Yeah.
that Rocket Power game, like that action adventure. Yeah, I've never actually seen the show. I don't even think I heard of it. But yeah, yeah, this was definitely a submission from someone in the Discord.
From what I remember, it was a good game. Again, very similar to those old late 90s, early
hmm
2000s adventure platformers like
Mhm.
Spyro, Banjo and Kazooie,
Yeah,
all those guys.
let's see how long it was or how long the game was. So the game, just the main story, average at like 6 hours, 8 hours for like main stuff, main and a few extra things. So
That's not bad. That's
uh,
not bad at all.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I never played it. I'm just baffled that I never knew it was a show. Because Nickelodeon
Yeah, I didn't know.
Nickelodeon was my
Maybe I
thing.
knew, but I totally forgot.
Yeah.
Totally forgot.
All right, yeah, but that was the nostalgia game of the week.
Phenomenal.
So now we can move on and we can talk about what we've been playing this past week.
Oh.
Because I mean, we got time.
We got all the time.
Yeah. I know we briefly talked about it last week, but we didn't actually go into detail thing. We just kind of briefly said, but yeah.
So what you been playing, Nick?
I've been playing a lot of Astroneer.
What?
Yeah,
A lot of it.
A lot of it. I mean, I think let me pull it up. So all that I've done on Astroneer has been with you, Will, and on Steam it says that I've played 25.8 hours of it. We played a lot this week.
Oh yeah, man.
So,
yeah. I mean, we played 9 hours yesterday.
Yeah.
9 hours. It was great.
I mean, I won't go into detail much because I know. I mean, we'll probably talk. Someone Will says it because that's what he's been playing. But also, what I've been playing more League. I don't know, just every now and then I get on that kick to play League of Legends. So I've been playing that. And then some TFT with League, which I'm looking forward to the new season of TFT because it will be different from what they've had for the longest time.
Nice.
And anything else? Gosh.
We played some Stardew.
Oh yeah, we did play some Stardew. Oh, that was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, Stardew, and is there anything else? And then some games of Apex. I haven't played Apex as much lately. I don't know why. I think it's just because I've been playing a lot of Astroneer. So, yeah, I think that's all that I've played this week. So yeah, what about you, Will?
Well, definitely been playing a little bit of Astroneer. Yeah, you obviously showed me the game, and then I played like 6 or 7 hours of it that night when you showed it to me, and I've just been kind of in love with it ever since. I'm super proud of the progress that we have made on the stream server.
Yeah.
We've got a solid base on another planet, so 2 fully functioning bases. We can fly. Lindsay. We've got jetpacks.
You can fly now?
Yeah, we can fly.
We can fly now.
Yesterday I tested to see if I could go into orbit, and you go all the way up, but you'll hit an invisible ceiling, sadly. So
yeah, I think I
But that
briefly
invisible
saw that.
ceiling's pretty high up.
Yeah. I really thought, I was like, oh snap, I'm actually going to go into orbit.
But yeah, it's pretty cool to jetpack around through the clouds and stuff like that.
Can you die in that game?
I've been really enjoying that.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think I died yesterday. And we were on our planet that we had the other base, and we were just going up this mountain, and I didn't see this plant that looks like a giant tongue. It would blend it in with the ground, and I hit it. And the thing is, I didn't even go that far, but I hit the ground and I died. I'm like, how did I die? Because it wasn't enough fall damage to actually kill me, because I've done it before, on purpose. I don't even know what it was, a freak accident. And as soon as that happened, I hear our friend Cody say, "Oh, can I loot his stuff?" I'm like, "Don't you dare loot my stuff! I'm coming right back." So
I am glad that you didn't spawn back at Silva. You spawned on the planet we were on.
Luckily, it was the planet that we had the second base. If we were on a planet where we didn't have a base, I don't know what would have happened.
How many people can play?
I honestly don't know. I assume you can have a frac ton.
Yeah, I think it's similar to like Minecraft or whatever, where as long as the server's open, as many people can join as possible until the server just like breaks.
Yeah.
So if you would like to play and be an astronaut, Lindsay.
See, it's only on PC, so I'd have to figure that out.
Oh yeah.
Maybe in our new home, our PCs won't be in the same place. They probably will, so that'll still be an issue.
Really?
You've got so many bedrooms. Like, turn one of them into Lindsay's office. Turn another one into Nick's stream lounge.
I mean, that's what one
You got
will
so much
be.
room for activities.
Yeah.
See, yeah.
I mean, you don't even use your desktop that much anymore.
Well, there are some games that I can't play on my Mac, but then it's just an issue of, well, we're in the same. If we're not talking to anybody else, it's not an issue.
Yeah.
But if we're talking to other people, we have microphone issues.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I mean, you could put it somewhere. From my thought was it wasn't going to be in the same room.
Oh, it wasn't?
Yeah, that was my
okay.
thought.
See, we've got so much to talk about.
There you go. There you go. So yeah, if you'd like to join us on some Astroneer, we would love to have you join us on some Astroneer. They've got different skins. They might have I'm pretty sure they have like pink and purple and yellow and blue and red and yellow.
I
I
mean,
think I said yellow twice.
yeah, you did.
They've got all. I'm trying to get the
Double
purple
yellow.
skins for my suit because I want to be a purple astronaut.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, looking at the game, I love the graphics. It looks really pretty. So, I'm not opposed to playing in the future.
fantastic. So yeah, we've been playing a bunch of that. Oh yeah, made a lot of vehicles. That was fun. Making all the
Oh yeah.
vehicles.
Yesterday we had to do the operation, save Will, because he got
Oh yeah,
stuck on the unidentified satellite.
Wasn't there an Operation Save Cody at some point too?
There were a couple of those.
Yeah,
They were small operations.
Will dealt with that. I had to go and collect more resources because I'm pretty sure Cody used all the resources of the thing I needed.
Yep.
He was told to though. He was told to.
On that one.
I
On
told
that
him
one.
to.
On that one.
On that one.
But the other one was he just made a lot of rocket fuel that we didn't need. So
I loved it. It was like, I mean, I watched him do it and I didn't protest to it. I didn't object. I saw him like get out of the rocket, run over to the storage, grab as much ammonium as he could, run over to the chemistry lab and start printing rocket fuel. I was like, you know what? Yeah, sure. That'd be fine.
and then there was several times where we needed that material. And it was a struggle to find. So
You live and you learn.
I mean, that whole time we could have taken those tanks off of the rocket. You can take them back off the rocket. We just didn't.
I don't know why that was such a a big thing to do. It's like I understand putting it up because it doesn't use that much. Like we have several trips with like one canister. So
yeah, that was great. I mean, it's a much better game to play with other people. Because I did a solo little whatever, and it's fun, but because the only things to interact with are like resources and then these plants that are sometimes aggressive, it can get a little boring. Certain aspects can, compared to when you have teammates.
yeah.
It's just really fun. You get to go on crazy rescue missions. You get to hear your buddy fall down a hole. Like it's great. Um, but yeah, other than Astroneer, what have I been playing? At nights, I've been playing Tyranny, which I think I might have talked about before. I bought it and played it a couple of years ago. But I really enjoy it, and I've started a new run of it. It's a single player, overhead party based RPG. that's extremely decision based, and you play a bad guy rather than a good guy, basically. Basically, you work for this overlord who has started invading and taking over lands, and you're kind of an advisor, general type person. You make a whole backstory and make decisions, and that kind of places you into a role, and then you go from there. And you can choose to either become like a liberator or become a overlord yourself or do all kinds of insane things. It's one of the most open games that I've played, even though when you're playing it, it's like go here, talk to these guys, decide what you're going to do. It's when you're doing the things, it's very step by step and methodical, and you don't get lost. Because I've played a lot of games where it's like, oh, here's all your options, and you're just overwhelmed with what do I freaking do? But the way they do it is so well done. So if you like games like that where it's not incredibly combat based, like most of the combat, you can just have it on auto, and your people will automatically do things.
Okay.
Or like me, you can put it on auto pause and make it a turn-based combat game. The combat system is so adaptable, you can make it do whatever. Um, like like I said, be auto or have complete control over every tiny movement that your characters make. Um, but it's really, 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 really fun. So I would suggest it. I don't know how much it is right now because I bought it a couple years ago. But if you get it on sale, I'm sure it's it would be worth it. Um, yeah, really been enjoying it.
Mhm.
I saw the other day on Discord. You were playing Battlefront 2.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have been playing a little bit of Battlefront 2 lately, because they fixed everything.
Okay.
Um, it's been fun to just kind of jump in. Um, it's a Star Wars game. But yeah, I just like to play certain characters in the supremacy mode. I only ever do Galactic Republic era because Empire and First Order era, you've got like stormtroopers and then random ass dudes in like jackets and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like the rebels and the resistance don't look cool, but separatists and Republic, you've got like battle droids and clone troopers.
Yeah.
So I just prefer to play in that version of Supremacy. And then I just do sniping and then some of the special characters like aerials or whatever. Because flying around with a jetpack and a rocket launcher is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Like that is pretty fun. Um, but yeah, the other day I had an insane match where Supremacy, you have to take all these points, like five different points, 5 or 6 different points, and hold them.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
then
like the game, the older games, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So then once you like take control of all the areas and you've, you know, held them for long enough, you go to the enemy's ship and
yeah.
you have to like destroy targets there.
Those games
Well,
can
if they
last forever.
yeah, so we I was in from the very beginning. We held it, got to the separatist ship. They pushed us back onto the battlefield from their ship.
Mm-hmm.
They got onto our ship. We pushed them back onto the battlefield. And then they pushed back, got onto our ship again. But it was a back and forth for a while. I got 143 kills,
Dang.
like 110 of which were like sniper kills. I was just posted up in this place sniping dudes because it was Camino, so you've got these big,
Oh
like,
yeah.
yeah,
Camino
got
used
these
to
huge
be
pod things, and you can just like stay in a corner in one and snipe across the ocean.
that Camino was one of my favorite maps on the older game.
It's
But
pretty good in this game.
but I know there was one time when back whenever we played, um it was a Supremacy one, and we were in the same game for over an hour because of how long it was taking, because it just wouldn't end. So, and I think we eventually left because it still didn't end. Or maybe it did, I can't remember.
Jeez.
Yeah.
don't
It was a long time. But I enjoy the game. We
Yeah.
haven't we haven't played it in a while.
But yeah, that's about it for me. What about you, Miss Lindsay? What have you been playing?
Sadly, not much this week. I don't remember what we did on Monday. You remember? Most of my gameplay happens in the evenings.
Did we do Apex that day? And it just wasn't like we enjoyed playing, but the game sucked.
Could have been. Was that with Punchline?
Yeah.
Tuesday, we were doing adult things. We decided we wanted to buy a house. Wednesday, we had some D&D. That was fun. Thursday, did Stardew. I very much enjoy Stardew. There are times where either Nick doesn't want to play or we can't, or Cody can't play, because of work and such. And I'm like, I really want to play. And I think about starting a farm by myself. And then I realize how much I don't want to do all that mining because Cody is our miner and he does all of that for us. And I'm like, yeah, I just really don't want to do that. And you kind of have to.
Yeah, I mean, the mines are where it's at.
Yeah. So, and I didn't play anything yesterday. I will be playing something today, though. I can guarantee it.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
All right, well, let's move on to the out of the box gaming news. Welcome to Out of the Box Gaming News with Lindsay Picard.
Mario Kart 8 with Wii U and Switch sales combined, but mostly Switch, is officially the best-selling racing game in U.S. history, usurping the pole position from Mario Kart Wii. I'm confused. Okay. Amazon has canceled its The Lord of the Rings MMORPG that was first announced in 2019. That scared me at first. I thought that you were talking about the series.
No. All the news is game related, not like show related.
GameStop CEO George Sherman will step down from his position by July 31st, and the company's board of directors is currently searching for replacement candidates. So if you want to work at a dying place, go ahead. Overwatch game director Jeff Kaplan is leaving Blizzard Entertainment. Kaplan was frequently the public face of Overwatch, appearing front and center in developer update videos at BlizzCon and at Overwatch League events. Blizzard did not specify why Kaplan was leaving, nor did Kaplan himself. Probably because he didn't listen to me. Discord has reportedly ended talks with potential buyers, including Microsoft, the latter of which was allegedly prepared to offer $10 billion for the company. Like I said, Microsoft just buying things. Aspire?
Oh.
Aspire. The studio behind ports of games like Star Wars Episode 1 Racer and Jedi Outcast is said to be developing a full remake of the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. According to PlayStation CEO Jim Ryan, PS5 will have more exclusives than ever before. We will make sure that the PS5 generation will have more dedicated software than ever before. Maybe next time I'll do the news without my commentary. Back to y'all.
Sweet.
I like the commentary.
I'm not surprised that Mario Kart 8 is the best-selling racing game in US. No surprise there.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, a lot of other racing games just, for me, they're just, they're not that great. Mario Kart, it gives it some flavor. I'm sad that the Lord of the Rings MMORPG was canceled. I mean, that could have been cool. Could have been fun. Sad to see that Jeff Kaplan is leaving. You know, I mean, he's been the face of Overwatch for, like, since Overwatch came out, basically. And now whenever we will play Overwatch, Lindsay can't say "dang it, Jeff" or any of that. So it's going to be sad to not hear that anymore.
Daddy Jeff will be missed.
Yeah, maybe she'll just say "new Jeff," and maybe we'll have like a little, it'll still be there.
Look, I swear he didn't want me to get above bronze in comp. It surely is not my playing ability and my skill.
Yeah. Discord, look, congrats on you for staying independent. Don't buy into
You're doing fine. Just
look, if Microsoft shows up and is like, "Hey, we're going to buy you for 10 billion," then you know that you have something. Like you know you have something. You're like, "No, we definitely could. No, we don't want that. We want to keep this ourselves. We want to keep it our own."
if it's not broke, don't sell it.
Yeah.
That's what they say, right?
Look, I'm looking forward to a full remake of the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I'd be down with that.
Heck yeah.
I tried to play play it on Steam a few months ago, and it just kept getting stuck in some places, and I'm like, this is rather annoying to deal with.
Well, how old is that game?
Pretty old. But I mean, our friend Ryan, he was in there, and he's like trying to get me to, because he was saying like if you get stuck, you have to do this. You have to reload, and basically I would have to go through like a fight scenario again. I'm like, this is annoying. I don't want to have to deal with this. And then, hey, I'm looking forward to PlayStation 5 having more exclusives than ever before. It's always good. I mean, granted, I feel like some of those exclusives could just be, those like small indie games. But any of the, AAA games or whatever, like, I'm looking forward to seeing what some of those are. Yeah. But
Yeah.
did you have stuff to say about any of that?
No.
Cool.
Good.
All right. Well, we are running out of time, so trivia question?
I hope you guys have been thinking about that trivia question because it is time to give our answers. Lindsay?
Yeah. So my question was, what was the name of the last game released as a physical cartridge for the Super Nintendo?
I'm just trying to think of what.
I said it was January of 2000.
I know. I'm just trying to think of what games came out around that time that deals with Nintendo that would still come out on that. Because I mean that's already like what? Because we're in 2000. I can't remember exactly when the GameCube came out, but I know we're hitting that time.
Yeah.
So then we've already passed the Nintendo 64. Or still in the 64. So then it could have been a game that came out with 64 and came out. Or if GameCube was, that could have came out. But it kind of like the same thing with Wii. Because, they would still be putting games out for the Wii. And I think Just Dance Whatever was the last game that came out on the Wii. And it was like last year or the year before. And the Wii is rather old. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the original Wii?
Yeah, the original Wii. Last game for Wii. I'm pretty sure it was Just Dance. Just Dance 2020 might be the last game released on the Wii. Yeah. Yeah, I know the Just Dance games, they were still going to the Wii. I know. Thing is, I don't know if it's going to be like a third party game or if it's just going to be something that's Nintendo. I have no idea.
That's a good point. I was thinking Nintendo, but it could just be some random third party game. 2000.
I'll tell you this, Nintendo.
Okay.
Not a third party. I don't think.
I can't think of anything what it would be.
What's what's the game with Pitt and Palutena? That probably wasn't on SNES. Never mind. It might have been on SNES.
Palutena, Kid Icarus.
Kid Icarus. It probably wasn't that. I don't know, Donkey Kong Country.
You mean Jimmy Neutron?
Jimmy
Jimmy
Neutron
Neutron
Country. I mean, I was thinking a Donkey Kong game. I just don't know, like, really the Donkey Kong games.
I'm just throwing a name out there, and I'm pretty sure Donkey Kong Country's from years before 2000. I am not sure on this one.
Y'all just concede.
I mean, I gave my answer.
Okay. Donkey Kong Country.
Jimmy Neutron Country.
Oh. Donkey Kong City.
No. I'm sure I had one.
Donkey Kong Suburbs.
No, not Donkey Kong. I'm just trying to think that something with Kirby. I don't know. Let's do something with Kirby.
Ooh.
Okay. Well,
I don't know Kirby games. Kirby Adventure or something. I don't know.
the last game released as a physical cartridge for the Super Nintendo was Fire Emblem Threat. How do you say that?
I'm so upset because I was like,
How do you
maybe
say that?
maybe it's a Fire Emblem game, but I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never even heard of that one.
Thrashia 77.
I am so upset.
776.
Fire Emblem did it did hit my mind, but I'm like, no, because my Fire Emblem games that I know are mostly for the handheld.
There,
But Fire Emblem did cross my mind, and I'm so upset I didn't just say Fire Emblem.
I typed it in chat. I don't know how you say that. Thrashia 776.
See, now this look like the old Fire Emblem games, the good ones.
January 21st, 2000.
Oh man, I miss these Fire Emblem games. These were the good ones.
I still think it was Jimmy Neutron Country.
I can't believe Fire Emblem crossed my mind. Because dang. Oh well.
Oh.
I mean, even if I just said Fire Emblem, she probably wouldn't have gave it to me. I wonder if this is the one.
Who knows?
Like, did it just come out for? Oh, it came out for Wii U as well. Oh, I guess SNES,
Nintendo 3DS.
Nintendo 3DS. Okay, I know there was a Game Boy Advance one that you could only get in Japan, and I remember I ordered that one online, and it was dang hard. But yeah, I miss the old Fire Emblem games. Those were the good ones. Oh well. Well, we're going to wrap up this episode, and we want you to be able to contact us on other platforms. So, Will, where can they do that?
Well, you can find everything on our link tree. Our link tree is at OOTB_gaming. Inside there, you can find our Discord, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, etc. Basically anything and everything dealing with us. And I'm pretty sure our link tree is linked on our YouTube and other social medias. So they all touch, they're all connected.
Yeah.
But be sure to also check out our Patreon and all the phenomenal perks that you can unlock there. We want to give a huge shout out and thank you to our Collector's Edition Patreon, Cody Watkins, also known as Kitsune's Myth. We've actually been talking about him a bit today. He plays a little bit of Astroneer with us, hangs out in the stream, plays D&D with us. One heck of a guy, and we love him bunches.
There's no underscore.
What?
Also with Patreon, it does give you extra entries to our quarterly giveaway. And the next one will be in a couple months. Few months. June. Yeah. Yeah. But if you want to find me, you can do that by going to YouTube, Twitch, or Instagram at AceKingKing, and Twitter's AceKingKing77.
Look, I got it. It took the third time, but I shouted him out.
Gotcha.
Please make sure to leave a review on our podcast on whichever platform you found us. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. You know you love us. Thanks for listening, and please join us next week.
This has been Out of the Box Gaming with Nick Picard, Will Kinsey, and Lindsay. Thanks for playing along.